But they killed a little girl with over 355 bullets, man. Hind, the voice of Hind Rajab, man, like that killed me, man. I was not, you know what? I'm gonna be very honest, bro. I was actually pushing that back. I was on my list, and for the longest time, I was just avoid watching it. I just didn't, I couldn't be ready to watch it.
Hi, I'm Kibbs.
And I'm G-Man.
I'm all about art, comics, and movies.
I'm passionate about martial arts, comics, and movies.
And we're the Brothers Geek Out podcast. Join us every fortnight while we dive into the world of pop culture, from movies, gaming, TV shows, and comics.
Real world issues, mental health, and everything geeky in between.
So if you're ready to geek out with us,
Hit play to join the conversation.
this is the Brothers Geek Out podcast.
And then I just put it on. I was like, I have to watch it. I have to, just see this story full out. And it's not a movie, it's a real life situation. What the evil IOF did to the an innocent girl, Hind Rajab, and her family. But you're right, man, that it was just so hard to take. And that whole movie or the biopic they put together, whatever it is they put together, it just man, it was so hard, man, because it was just like as you said, man, like you thought there's gonna be hope until that very end, and then it was just like it cut off, and then it gave you that text that you know the service members were murdered, and we never heard from Hind Rajab again. It was absolutely heartbreaking, and just seeing the people on the phone call. I mean, just hearing Hind's real voice, and then hearing the people on the phone call, and then I don't, man, the way they were breaking down was just killing me. And this whole movie, throughout the whole movie, I was just angry. I was angry more than anything. Like I'm about to have a little girl. Don't get me wrong. It broke me internally, but I was just angry about how the world just let this happen and it's letting it happen now still, and how they're just getting away with it. How these evil Zionist IOFs are just getting away with it, man. And they got away with it. This evil, man. Now there is that Henry Job Foundation out there, and they're you trying to use that foundation to arrest these war criminals when they try to go in different countries, and these disgusting people try to go to different countries on vacation. So I hope they get as many as possible, man. But that movie killed me. I mean, look, I just heard that it's coming out on Hulu. Like they just got a
Yeah.
deal with Hulu. Thank God, and I'm surprised, to be honest with you. Hulu, Disney. I'm surprised, right? But it's so important for everyone to watch it. They got that sort of distribution deal for it to be streamed on Hulu. The world needs to see this. I'm glad it was nominated at Oscars.
So,
Well deserved. Shouts to, was it Mark Ruffalo? Was it Brad Pitt? These guys put some production behind it. Their names behind it as well. Shout outs to them, man, to push it
Javier
out there.
Bove Javier,
Javier,
man, I can't say his name.
Javier, yeah, my
Yeah.
guy is a legend.
Yes.
The movie killed me, man. It's such a hard watch, such a hard watch because it's real and it just happened. It's not a history lesson yet or a history story yet. It's present and it's happened and it's still happening right now. Most heartbreaking thing I've seen, man. Really hard to watch. Ah,
Yeah, I mean, you guys have heard my review on it. I've done it. It's been really hard, to be honest, and I haven't seen uh things in the same way since then. It's weird. Like a movie can really change your perspective on how you see things, how you see your kids, how you see children in general. Anyway, uh, yeah. I mean, you have to. It's a movie that needs to be watched because uh Hind's story needs to be told. It's a real life story. These people have still got away with it. These people are still getting away with it. And it's insane. Like I'm in a time right now where evil rises to such a level, bro, which is
Satan.
just blatant. Like hate,
Yeah.
hate, hate. Like it's like
Satan, bro. Bro,
what
these are
happened?
satanic people. It's a satanic regime. This Epstein class, the Zionists, they are Satan, bro. And I think but by their satanic ways, they have to sacrifice children. So they do all these horrific things to children. Everything they do is innocent people, but it's a lot of children. They have no sympathy towards children. So you got the Epstein disgusting people who are doing that to children. You got these Zionists here who are just indiscriminately murdering children in these regions. It's satanic. We are Satan. They are satanic. This Zionist regime is a satanic regime, and that's what we're in right now. We're in a satanic empire, And as the people, we have to fight. I mean, I would say, listen, man, a lot of the world is waking up. And I would say not even just waking up towards the Zionist regime and the satanic as well, but also waking up to religion, be it whatever, Christianity, Islam, the real, like, they're waking up. And I would say in a good, I don't know, 10 years, the shift is happening now. But I'm
Mm.
saying in maybe in 10 years, because you know that empire is controlling the US government, which is the largest empire and has the largest military force and all that sort of stuff. Man, that next election, like, cause like when that next election is gonna be an anti-Satan candidate. That's the one that's gonna get the most. I think it's gonna get the most traction. Anti-Satan means an anti-Zionist, Israel lobby, like saying basically, I'm against Satan, so vote for me. That's the one that's going to get the traction, and I feel like there's a shift happening. Be it maybe not next election, it'll be the year after, but there's a shift in the world, man, and these satanic people have really exposed themselves. They really have, and
Crazy. It's crazy.
thank God for that. Thank God for that.
No,
The
no,
technology that
definitely.
we're coming out with these days, thank God for it, and there's a reason for it to come out as well. Not only for all its benefits and negatives, but there's a main reason for us is for the world to know, like, hey, satanic people are running this world and destroying this world as we speak. We need to be against them.
No, definitely, definitely. Guys, it's on Hulu at the moment now. If you guys have got Disney Plus, it's going to be on there right now. Make sure you guys check it out. Let us know your thoughts in the comments as well. Also, delete ChatGTP off your phone. Use Claude. Claude is much better and it doesn't support that regime and that lobby. Get rid of ChatGTP. All right, bro. Let's quickly start this off. So, as always, they're gonna do a Bloodsport remake. I mean, that's we're gonna talk about that. A Bloodsport remake. That's insane. Thanks to our sponsors, Cherish Click, See the Magic, Be the Magic. And listen, guys, as always, there's loads of you that watch on here, and you guys have been subscribing. But like, share, comment, all the rest of it. Show us some love, guys. I'm thinking of bringing some giveaways to our community page and we're gonna run through that. But just a quick uh kind of what do you call it? What's coming on the show today? We're gonna do some quick movie reviews on things we've watched, but we're gonna talk about Crime 101. We're gonna talk about Bait, the TV show by Riz Ahmed. We're gonna talk about kind of voice of Hind Rajab. I know we've given you kind of a big section, but we'll do a little bit more of a deep dive on that as well. Also, Bloodhouse season 2. Now, I haven't seen season 1 yet. I've only seen the fight scenes, which are sick. So definitely looking forward to hearing your thoughts on that as well. And then we're going to go through movie news and stuff like that as well. But uh, let's jump in, man. Crime 101. Did you saw it, didn't you? What did you think?
Ah, what a great movie. Such a great, just felt so nostalgic in the sense
Mm,
of like a 90s crime thriller type of movie. Three stories, three characters, just combined into one, just really mixed emotions, like really contradicting who they are. Each one of them, each one of their stories are, they conflict with each other, they conflict with themselves. Really good, man. And very dynamic acting from all of them. I mean, I gotta give Chris Hemsworth, that guy's got range, man. I mean, we saw a very vulnerable Chris Hemsworth, but a very vulnerable character he played, a criminal who was very vulnerable, who kind of, because of his criminal lifestyle, who really he's involved in that because of certain reasons and whatnot, but it's isolated him as a human being,
mm.
emotionally and whatnot. And you see that when he's trying to build up relationship with that girl, with that lady and whatnot, and he's just so isolated. His communication skills, his public skills are just
Different.
to
Yeah,
himself because he doesn't want
yeah.
to expose his criminal life and whatnot, and he's trying to get out of it. Really good range. And then even Mark Ruffalo being a part of the police force, the corruption that's going there, and then even with Halle Berry's character, just the the regular person kind of who's in this job who feels like I could do a great job and really do a good job and grow myself who turns out to get effed over anyway by her leadership because of certain whatever, like discriminations or whatever, be it what it is. And then she ends up turning into a life of crime anyway, which she immediately kind of regrets and kind of like, the whole like just being a regular person still gets you in that in a could
In
put you in a
shit.
bad
Yeah, yeah,
position.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But really good, the way it was shot, it was really cool and the car scenes were great. Um I really like so a powerhouse of a cast, Chris Hemsworth, Halle Berry, Mark Ruffalo. You had Nick. Nick Nolte, what's his name?
Nick Nolte,
What's his
yeah,
name?
man. Ah,
Yeah,
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 man.
Nick
Nick Nolte,
Nolte.
man.
Yeah, and the dude who played Joker, who was the other guy, the other Vago
Barry, I can't
thief.
remember his name. Barry King.
He's good as
Barry.
well.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good. I forgot his name. Sorry, dude. And listen, I had good fun watching this. I watched this with Yusuf in the screening. I can't even remember when it was, but
Oh, you took
uh,
Yusuf. You guys linked up and went to it, yeah?
I took
Ah,
Yusuf
awesome, awesome.
just
He's
to
been
catch
wanting
up
to
because
link up with you for ages.
yeah, so it was like perfect. I was like, he was free, and we went and watched it, and he really enjoyed it. I found
Awesome.
so this was this is my fault. It gave me nostalgic '90s crime thriller vibes, but it was a bit too long, bro. I thought the ending. I thought if they finished it where he was walking away from the hotel, spoilers, guys, you know what I mean. At the end, he was walking away from the hotel, and they ended it there. I don't know why. I don't need to see conclusions anymore. I feel like we need to see conclusions because I miss the days of Mr. Miyagi at the end, like
I
finished.
know, I know,
I
I
don't need
know.
nothing else. Like, so
But
I kind of like that because it still keeps the audience thinking about what happens after. What did does he go back to the crime? Does you know? But I feel like studios have to finish off stories now for people to be still. I don't know. I didn't feel engaged in that last
I
15 minutes.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm the opposite. With Chris Hemsworth's character, I was so
Hmm.
engaged with his character and I so wanted him to do well just because of how it was portrayed. I actually wanted that last bit of reassurance that, you know what, he is going to go down the right line. I mean, look,
Okay, all
I
right.
guess certain characters, for me, that character, I was so engaged with it, I wanted him to do well. So for me to get that clarification at the end to be like, he sent that posted note or whatever to the girl.
Yeah, yeah,
I was like, I was happy for him. Like that's just for me, man, for my opinion. Halle Berry and Mark Ruffalo's character, I don't really care.
yeah.
I mean, I care about them, but I didn't need a conclusion on where they
Yeah,
ended
yeah.
up. It was Hemsworth's character, which I personally wanted a conclusion, and I liked that. It just kind of set me off because I liked his character. I liked the way they built his character, and you're kind of like, he's a nice guy. Like he wouldn't want to hurt anyone. You know what I mean? That's
No,
nice
no, he's
values.
very, very, very good, man. Precise movie. Uh, he's good, man. A lot of people really abused his this role of his. Like they said that
Really,
he wasn't good in it, and I was like, I think people have kind of like not critics or just. I think people are so used to seeing because they're typecasted, isn't it? We're so used to seeing him as that one character that it's hard to see him as anything else. And I've never been like that with actors. Or you know any like
how
actors or
how
actresses.
how
They were just
how are
saying he
people
was just
typecasting?
rubbish.
Don't tell me it's Thor. Don't
It
tell me
wasn't
they're
good.
saying that he's Thor.
Yeah,
Like, no, but how are they typecasting him? Because I've seen him do Thor, serious, then comedic completely, right?
yeah,
But
yeah,
then I've seen him do Extraction. I've seen him in Men in Black and Ghostbusters. They were very silly as well. But I've seen him in Extraction, and he was very serious in that. I mean, like,
yeah.
how are they typecasting him? I don't get it. I think
Well,
he's
that's what
he's
people
he
are
was
seeing.
brilliant.
People are seeing Thor. People never see
Mm,
Chris. And like when he plays those roles, which I think he did great in this, uh, people still said, "Nah, you know, it doesn't work for him." And I'm like, that
mm.
I just feel like people just it's that we're not giving him a chance to grow on the screen. And I think he grew in the screen. Like Mark Ruffalo, he could do anything. I'm watching that guy all day long. He's a great actor. Uh, but he plays those roles well. Like I felt for him as the fat cop who drives an old car, but everything around him is just not working. He's still trying to be that good cop. He's still that good cop that's had to take this massive turn to suddenly say, you know what, it's not working. What am I gonna do?
Mm.
I kind of like that. And the same thing with Halle Berry's character was like that. I'm that everyday person and I'm still going through this shit. So like, what happens? I'm stuck. What do I do? Now I've gone down this bad path, but I don't want to go down this bad path. What do we do? But if you haven't seen Crime 101, it's available right now. Make sure you guys go check it out. I think it's on Amazon right now. But overall, I thought it was a good nostalgic watch. It had that crime thriller, even the visuals, like even like the beginning scene of the city and it goes round. Like I love stuff like that, man. You just give me heat
Kind of
vibes all day long. You know what I mean?
right. I was just about to say that. I was
Yeah.
just about to say he and an element of Drive as well.
Yes.
One with
Yes.
Ryan Gosling.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like heat and you know what? I didn't even think about that. Heat and drive. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah. No,
Mm.
great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's on Amazon Prime right now, man.
Yes, check it out. Check it out.
I
It's a
think it was,
good watch.
I believe it was like Amazon, one of Amazon's greatest hits. No, 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 the new one with Ryan, not the new one with the guy from Drive. I forgot his name. Is the
Ryan Gosling.
alien one. Yeah, I think that's Amazon's greatest hit right now. But I'm pretty sure this one was there beforehand. Anyway, but
It
yeah,
was
great
there
movie, guys. If you
beforehand,
haven't
but
seen it,
Hail
check.
Mary. I mean, I'll talk about what I watched as well, because and I won't give no spoilers, but we'll go from there. But yeah, moving on to Bait Riz Ahmed Guzhan, 6 episodes. That's on Amazon Prime at the moment as well. Now, what did you think, bro?
Absolutely brilliant. I've been through the whole show. It was absolutely wicked, so relatable. Not from an actor's perspective, and not from
Mm,
even a Pakistani Indian perspective or Muslim perspective. It was just the whole identity crisis
mm,
perspective, portraying something that you're not, but you want to be,
yeah, yeah.
and this whole thing about being in a certain stature or whatnot. Absolutely brilliant. And of course, there's other things that are relatable to us specifically, but I just think in general, like forget being an actor, but just I think we're all the same. Like we all have an identity crisis, and we're all trying to portray something. And it's like our Instagrams, we talk about it all the time. On Instagram, you put an amazing message, a happy message, and then behind closed door, you don't know the insecurities I'm going through. My ego's talking to me. The shit that I'm going through, the devilish shit that I'm going through, and what I'm
Mm,
talking to myself about, everything, man, telling myself I'm not worthy. Like that's it. Okay,
yeah.
listen, I've spoken about this previously in the past, but that beginning scene, when he messes up the audition and he's looking at himself in the mirror and he says stuff like, "You useless." I'm not gonna say. I can say the word. I'm it. Useless, packy. You ain't shit. I can relate to that so much because I've done that to myself in the past. Like I've really like been vulnerable. I've done myself to that, but I do that sometimes. I look at when I do something wrong or I f something up. I really are just so harsh on myself in the way he did, and I was like,
Mm.
oh my God, that's me, you know. And obviously that's something that we got to work on every day and whatnot. But that was so like real. He was brilliant, and the acting was brilliant. Guz Khan just was brilliant. The mixture, the dark comedy with the mixture of such a serious storytelling about individuals, brilliant. Riz Ahmed smashed it. I thought it was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, no, listen, man, I had good fun with it as well, man. Like the writing is like spot on. The dark comedy side of it is like full on. I mean, the one thing I love is the aesthetics, the culture, the areas that we all grew up in, the places we went to. Uh, but yeah, I think the narcissist side of things really hits home. The kind of things, traits that you're like, oh shit, that's yeah, I've gone through that. I know what he's talking about. I know what he's going through right there. The flashbacks of the attack that traumatizes you. Uh, but then just like some like bro, my guy somehow got fucking Professor Xavier.
Oh, come on, brilliant! What great casting! I was like, is that him? I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was Riz doing his accent, but it was actually Patrick Stewart. That was awesome.
That because you're listening to it and you're like, oh my god, why does that sound so familiar? Why does that say? When he's talking to it in the fridge in episode 2, I think, and I'm like, what the hell? I mean, the concept. Listen, that was great. Patrick Stewart, look, shout out to you, man. That was brilliant. I thought that was great casting. But the concept of the job of taking this role of James Bond and then his narcissist. I can't even say the word properly, but of ways of trying to get it out there, and then kind of like even though it's working, all of these issues are backfiring on him as well because he's still not accepting the fact that he's still this brown boy.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like one of the key things was like the burden of representation because you're trying to
Yes.
play James Bond and you're in an industry that is, don't get me wrong, it's diverse in its own ways, but it's predominantly been a certain white industry, right?
Yeah.
But James Bond specifically has always been a white tall male. I say tall because they commented on his size as well, right? and it just wasn't him. And it's obviously like it was like a spoof towards her, but it's like an identity crisis around her, like the burden of like, oh, I'm still me, I'm still a Pakistani Muslim dude, but I want to play, James Bond, like you know what I mean? Like, how is that gonna work and whatnot? And him trying to kind of like put it in there, like maybe it can work. What if it happens or whatnot? But he's also losing some of his identity, like because people keep like he was getting it in there. It's like, yeah, you're just trying to be a snowflake, man. You're a coconut, bro.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
In
I
this
love that. I
you're
love that. I
losing your
love that.
thing.
I love that. I love that. No, it was really good, really good, really good. Guys, if you haven't seen it, make sure you guys check it out. I mean, that's just our thoughts on it. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. It's one of those, and it's easy to watch and digest as well, but it's really sharp writing. Like,
Yeah.
really, he's been working on this for a while. So, and just, seeing the streets of London, Brick Lane and stuff like that was
Right,
amazing.
right, right. I have to say,
Yeah.
he touched on something really, I thought that was something really interesting, which is walking about. We talk about Patrick Stewart. He was talking to a pig's head, right? That was almost like his therapist, his realistic side of it, some the demon talking to him or no, the negative side. But he's a Muslim walking around with a pig's head. At one point, he left a pig's head in front of a mosque. It was harsh things, right? Stuff that's happening, right? But I have to say something, right? Because these Zios or whoever who are against anti-Islamic people really think pig is our kryptonite. Like if you threw a pig's head at me or pig at me, I'd be like, oh, butters, man. But I don't melt. As Muslims, we don't melt if you threw at us. Like, okay, it's haram. We don't eat it. We don't touch it. We don't try to eat anything with it. But we're not told like, oh, if it touches you, like you need to repent or something. Like people feel like throwing pigs' heads and whatnot or what. And I'm not saying we should have pigs as thing. And listen, I'm gonna tell you something that's butters, but little piglets are cute. I ain't gonna lie, but doesn't mean I'm gonna go cuddle them. You know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I did think it was important. Like there was one side of it, it was like he's a Muslim dude walking around with a pig's head, and that's like the devil's type of thing. But we don't melt. It's not kryptonite to us, basically. Just don't touch it. We don't eat it or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I thought
Yeah.
that was interesting. I thought that was because people think like, oh, I'm gonna throw a pig's head in a mosque and this and that, like anything bad. It's like okay, just throw it in the bin, halas. You know what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's 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 a
halas.
way it's a weird thing that people these anti-Islamic people think that something's gonna happen if you actually did anything with a pig. It's like, all right, guys, whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there because I thought that was
That's brilliant. It,
very
it was
interesting because it was
it was used very well. It was used very well, and even in that part in the mosque, going like,
yeah.
somebody's left a pig's head in front of the mosque, and everybody was like, "What the hell?" Listen, man, there's some
He was
touching
so
moments. Go on, you were saying?
no, no, carry on. No, I was saying he was so narcissistic. But carry on. I want to touch on his narcissism
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
bit.
narcissism. His narcissism. The relationship with his parents, his mum, and what he's struggling with as well. The mental health aspect, bro, of tr- like identity crisis and all of the rest of it that comes with it as well. But I feel like they did deep dive on the mental health side of things and how I feel like he said something in an interview where you have to work twice as hard to get to where you want to get to. And this is kind of showing that as well. Like he was working hard, bro, but ruining relationships along the way as well. So you end up being. It was almost like the Asian version of Mighty Supreme to get to where he wanted to get
Right.
to.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Bro, that's
Sometimes he had
so
to be
good.
kind of be a douchebag to get to where he had to because where he was overthinking the review article and going back to his ex-girlfriend to find out, like, what, come on, man, what are you doing, man? I'm just trying, you know what I mean? But what you don't understand is, bro, you are breaking down the values that you originally started off with. Now, I've had moments like this in my, I would say, podcast career where I'd get suddenly thrown up on a website where they say I'm getting paid by WB because I'm doing these reviews. And it kind of did hurt because it did make me think, as you said, don't read the comments, don't read that shit. But you do, bro. As human beings, your human nature is you're curious, you're going to read it, you're going to check it. And I exactly knew that moment what he was going through because it was like, oh shit. I've had people abuse me like that before. I've had people rip me up, and these are people that will shake your hand in front of you, bro. Ah, mice, you know. and then behind your back do something like that, you're like, oh man, this industry, man, this is some cutthroat shit, man. But it's people that you know as well that could really break you as well in that. I mean, it's nice to get your honest thoughts through friends and family, but to get that honest feedback from people that you kind of thought, oh shit, we on the same level, right? It's like it happens, it happens. But yeah, let's go through the narcissist.
Yeah. No, no, no. I
Narcissism.
mean, you kind of touched on it, but yeah, that was a good point about him being
Mm,
almost like the Asian Mighty Supreme, because there was that scene like everything was always kind of around him, right?
mm,
And he always wanted to achieve what he wanted, and he didn't care about effing over other people. That scene when he was in that ballroom or whatever it was, and Guz Khan was getting kicked out, and he was like, "Yeah, nah, I
oh,
don't know him." Like that was harsh. Like like all that, like after all they went through, like who he is to him as a person, and then he
yeah.
just first of all. The other Asian brother stole his script, right? Or stole what he was gonna say. So there's like even within the community, they're always kind of, as you just said, right? You just
Yeah.
feel like people stealing from you. They're looking to get one up on you and whatnot. And
Mm,
then he just done the exact same thing to his own family member. I mean, just to get where he wanted to go. And it was just like yeah, like there's part of me who was like, oh, you're a dick, but then it didn't go the full extreme of being a dick. But when he was at the party, when he was at the Eid party and whatnot, and he threw everything back at his family's face, it's just like, damn, man, like you really got some like mental issues right there. That's what I'm saying. The mental health side of it, the insecurity side, the
mm.
ego side of it, everything, because you're not getting exactly what you want. Um, but then by the end of it, I think he came to it because he was like, the names, instead of saying Bond, James Bond, it was like whatever his name was in the program. Like
Latif,
he
was it
finally,
Shah Latif? Yeah.
yeah, so it's kind of like, man, all of this was really to find out who you
Who
are
you are?
as a
Yeah.
human being. Yeah, not you trying to be James Bond. It's just like who you are as a person and who you accept as a person. Brilliantly written, man. So good.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Guys, Amazon Prime, go check it out. Shout out to Riz and for putting something together like yeah, man, it's good, man. It's good to see stuff like that, man. It's good to see people on the screen like that. Like we've always grown up with, we grew up watching the Caucasian man. Even though we didn't see it as race, we still kind of related. Now to see a couple of more brown faces up on the big screen to kind of represent it is quite nice to see, man, because they put in stuff on there that we would relate to as well. But I mean, everybody would relate to anyway. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
shout out
that's
to
what the key thing's
yeah,
about. Because I love all the guys I grew up with, like be it in
yeah,
the
same,
80s, Michael J.
yeah,
Fox, Arnie
yeah.
Stallone. And listen, some of them could be Zionist bastards, so F you. But still, I'm just saying, like, loved them, all that sort of stuff, man, what we grew up with. So I don't see it that way. I just kind of see it like it's great that we're getting more. And I think the industry is shifting and it's great, like Amazon and all these sort of things are giving opportunities to whoever deserves it best. If you got a great story out there, man, just getting that opportunity is great. So I don't see it in that sort of way, man. I'm just like just
Exactly.
happy that these things are coming out. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. All right, cool. I mean, we did touch base with the voice of Hind Rajab at the beginning of the show. I think we don't need to do too much of a deep dive on it
Yeah.
anyway. But kind of
No, I
like
think we've done it. Yeah.
it's there
People need
on
to watch
who.
it.
Yeah, people need to watch it. I think it's an important story, an important person, uh, and something that really changed me early this year after watching that film. Uh, I haven't seen. It's like a the movie Kauthar has directed it so well, bro, because it almost feels like a thriller. Yeah, the way she directed it almost feels like a thriller, and that sense of hope, and then you're like, shit, this is real life, and that's where it hits you. Shit,
And
this
you
is real
know
life.
what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Fucked, absolutely fucked. Check it out. It's
It
on Hulu
represents
at the
the
moment.
evil.
It
Yeah,
represents the evil
listen,
that is in this one.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It represents those evil people, man. Everyone knows the war crimes that they did and how evil they are. And and Hind is just one person,
Mm.
one little girl, and it represents the evil that they did to a whole nation of people, and that they're still doing now, and that they're doing in Lebanon and all these other regions. It just shows how evil of people they are. I don't even call them human beings. They're
No, no,
evil
no. They're
things,
not human. They're
evil
not human. They're
demons.
shaitan, man. They're vessels for that. Son of a bitch. Bloodhound season 2, bro. Go for it, man.
Yeah, so
That's
I
a
won't
show
go
that's
deep
out.
into it because you haven't seen it. It's well, Korean show. It's absolutely brilliant. I watched season one a while back, and I got into it because there's like two boxers or whatnot, and that's what kind of attracted me into it. But there's the storyline and the character building, and in season two, just absolutely brilliant. And the fight choreography. I was telling Ash yesterday, it's on the same level as a high-end production Donnie Yen movie. Like
Mm,
these guys train boxing. It's not like they're supposed to be boxers and they punch and kick, they punch and move a certain way. They actually punch and move like boxers, man. They actually train boxing. I've seen a lot of
mm,
Instagram footages. They're in boxing gyms, training boxing. So when they're throwing a jab, straight hook, uppercut, they are moving their body exactly like how boxers are. And the choreographing is done so well and fast. Like I said, it's like a high-end Donnie Yen type movie or Jet Li movie and whatnot, but like with real life martial arts. Now I don't know if they like I don't know the extent of their boxing training, like they've been doing it since they were young or martial arts since they were young, but definitely they've trained for this movie. It's not like some, just one-off choreographing. All right, just do this and that. They've trained. It's done brilliantly. That's the best thing for me in this show. But yeah, season two was awesome. It was just like the way they built up the story and the bad guy, like the main antagonist, man, like it was what we were kind of speaking about earlier, man. He was such a hateable dude.
mm,
Like, we're talking about like with Crime 101, you didn't need that for you personally, you didn't need that last justification of like what he's gonna do. In this, I wanted justice, man, because he was such a dick. Like throughout the whole season, this main dude was a dick towards everyone, his own people, and the stuff that he would say to kind of get the main character. And forgive me, I can't remember their names, Korean names, I can't remember them, but to get them to fight, like it's like, man, at the end, I want this guy to get grounded and pounded his face into the floor and whatnot. So anyway, they've kind of built him in that sort of way where you're like, man, like it's a predictable ending, like 'cause you know we're gonna, oh, in some ways, but predictable in some ways. But you're like, I hope I get justice, because of how bad this guy is. But yeah, no, but it's very emotional as well. It's not just an
mm,
action-packed thing. It's very emotional. A lot of like brotherly love, a lot of family stuff, just the responsibility of being who you are
mm,
and people using your family and friends against you to get what you want, and then feeling you're responsible for all of the harm that's coming to them, all that sort of stuff. Very emotional actor, man. And considering he's a boxer and a badass fighter, and it's very emotional in the whole thing. And it's just kind of like, kind of showing that, like, yeah, okay, you don't have to be a badass, like, hot or still do to fight, but with certain people, you have to change your emotions, man, because he's a
mm,
very nice guy and he's always crying and shit, very emotional. But he knew at the end he had to have a heart of steel to fight this dude because can't have no mercy with this dude because that's the way
mm.
he's fighting. So you have to kind of adapt to that. So anyway, it's done really good, man. It's one like Ash binge through it. Come on, when's the last time you heard Ash binge through something? Each episode's like an hour long, and he binged through all of it, right?
Right. How many episodes is
It's
it? Because I've seen one of the
it's
fights where he fights. He's got like a green bomber jacket on with these gloves, and he's gonna fight these gangsters, bro. And his
yeah,
movement was sick, bro. And I was like
it's awesome.
sidestepping and shit, and I was like proper power punches, and I was like the one guy he lose, bro. And I was like, okay, I need to start watching this, so I will check it out definitely.
Watch it, man. Season one is great. Season two is also great. Yeah, watch it, man. It's 7 episodes. Season two is 7 episodes. I can't remember how long season one was, but definitely worth a watch. Like it's one Korean show that I'm always on, and hopefully they give us more, basically, with this.
Definitely, we'll
If you
check it
haven't seen
out.
it, it's on
Definitely,
Netflix now.
yes, check it out, guys. It's on Netflix at the moment now. Uh, what else did I watch? What else did I watch? What else did I watch? Just a quick overview because again, you probably ain't seen them. So I saw the life story of John Davidson. I think that's right. I swear. Which shout outs to Mike, who's the actor. He liked the video that I did for the review of that movie as well. And he's in Palestine 36 as well. So shout outs to him as well. The movie's great, bro. I haven't seen a movie like that where it, it taught me about Tourette's and what he was going through. It was funny. It was heartfelt. The struggle of having Tourette's and that being in constant pain as well. It's tiring. Uh, I won't talk about what BBC BAFTAs and Penny Lane Entertainments did because that's on them. But this guy is awesome, bro. Like the story is beautifully told. I think Kirk Jones, who's the director, had such a passion about this story and putting it out there to the world that he put it out there in such a beautiful way where it was, bro, like it was heartfelt, it was emotional, it was funny, it was laugh out loud moments, and it was enduring and inspiring to see somebody find his own path. You know, sometimes we're always looking for a path. We're always trying to find something. You know, destiny. You know, the Last Samurai quote always gets me. Is uh, you know, destiny. What was it? Destiny is revealed. No, wait, man, it's gone.
A
A
man,
man's.
let me try and find it.
I love this quote. The quote is, "A man's destiny." Oh God, a person does what they can until their destiny is revealed. All right, that's kind of the gist of it. I probably messed it up, but uh, his destiny was revealed, bro, for him to teach people about Tourette's and what they were going through. It was amazing, bro. Really good story. If you get the chance, try and watch that. I swear. Mike, shout outs to you again for liking the video. Shit, I almost choked there, man. Fucking hell. Took too much air in and almost lose. Uh, and shout outs to you for doing Palestine 36. I know you did a screening recently as well. So, nothing but love, man. The actor was great, bro. And sometimes his performance, he wasn't acting or I just feel like he knew what to do, bro. Fucking brilliant, absolutely brilliant. All right, one quick one because I'm
That
gonna have to
quote,
go on.
yeah, that quote is quickly. I think you said it. I think a man does what he can until his destiny is revealed.
There you go, there you go. I love that quote. I'm trying, but yeah, this is what I mean. His destiny was revealed to him eventually. Where people are always kind of search for it, he was just doing what he could do. Great movie. I swear, if you get the chance, check it out. I think it's available on Netflix at the moment as well. Uh, and
Okay, I need to
before
check that
before
out.
before I send you the next link, before we do a quick rundown, 2 minutes I've got just to let you guys know about a movie called Frequency that came out in 2000 with Dennis Quaid and Jim Cavell. I think that's right, bro. I can't believe I never watched this movie. I watched this movie last night randomly, just put it on because I heard somebody's review about it. The synopsis is uh oh man, how can I need to read this because it's so good, bro. I haven't been on the edge of my seat watching a movie and enjoying it so much as well. Like recently, I've been able to sit down, no phone, watch a movie and love it. So, Frequency, Dennis Quaid came out in 2000. So Dennis Quaid, Jim Caviezel. Uh, all right, let me get the synopsis. All right, here we go. This is all I'm going to say. If you get the chance, make sure you watch it. Through an unnatural set of events, John Sullivan is able to connect with his dad, with his dead father who lived 30 years prior. However, able to uh, save his father's life, changing the course of history. Now, bro, this is science fiction, action, thriller, murder, bro, all in one. Fuck, 2 hours of pure joy, bro. I was on the edge of my seat. Like some of the acting a bit all over the place, but overall, such a great watch, man. Like there's some heartfelt moments where this kid grew up without his dad. His dad's a fireman. He died in a fire. He grows up to be a cop. Somehow connect over this strange event where he had those two-way microphones, you know, those police, whatever. Bro, such a good film. Like, we don't have movies like that. If you
And
guys
take a
have,
look. Is it on
please,
Netflix or
uh, maybe. It could be
Frequency?
on
I'll take a
Amazon
look.
Prime.
I'll take a look.
Frequency,
I'll check.
very good film. Uh, God, just good watch, man. Good watch. I had a really good. It was good just to sit back and watch a movie from that era and be like, wow, man, movies. He had some great movies, man, and we didn't even know. That's a great film, and I saw that on a review. Like the first 3 seconds, the guy said, "Son talks to dead dad from 30 years ago on a two-way radio." That's Frequency. All right, man. Let's jump into movie news. What's been happening in the world right now, man? Which has been absolutely. We got loads of stuff to quickly go through, but as always, I hate sharing sad news because it's always sad news. And for me, as a Back to the Future fan, this guy was an absolute legend. Strickland, James Tolkien,
Yeah.
rest in peace, man. What a dude. He was one of those one-off actors that was in like Masters of the Universe and all these other great. He's got a great catalog of movies that he's always in, but he's always been able to stand out. Now, I know that he's been at a couple of events. I'm gutted I didn't get to meet Strickland, bro. I would have loved to meet Strickland. That's a sad one. So I'm gonna try and
First
yeah,
first thing that came to my head when I saw that, and I was like, ah man, and I was like, Strickland.
yeah,
That was forever, the slacker. He used to
the
that was his
slacker,
word. You're a slacker.
slacker.
Your father was a slacker. You're a slacker. Ah man, yeah.
Rest in peace to
James Tolkien.
James Token. Uh, Legends, man. We're losing some legends. But gutted, I wanted to really meet Strictly because he came to the UK last year. So I got so like a lot of things have changed. I know I'm not going to a lot more screenings, but I still want to be able to go to the cons to meet people that were in the Back to the Future movie. So I'm hoping I will continue to go on my mission to meet as many Back to the Future cast members as I can. But James Token, guy, I didn't get to meet you, dude. So rest in peace, rest in power. Uh, that's another legend. But man, I didn't know about Tony Jaa, bro.
Oh, neither did I. Neither did I. And I started seeing stuff recently, and people as usual making comments about his weight and all this shit. Same thing happened to Chadwick Boseman back in the
Mm,
days without knowing shit. But I had no idea, and I was like, oh, where's Tony Jaa been? Because I thought it was a movie
mm.
that I think that got came out or like last year or something that was in it. But yeah, I found out, man. He beat. I think it was like stage 3 cancer, and he beat
Oh
it.
man.
Alhamdulillah, man. Good for him.
Yeah.
Fighting strong and whatnot. I believe he's back to normal. He's better now. So shout out to Tony Jaa, man. It would have that's a tough one, man. The guy, especially like when we first discovered Buck, and man, he just became a star overnight
He
with that
did.
one. And
He
then
did.
Tom
He
Yum
did.
Goong and everything, just absolute star, like powerhouse. It was like almost like the new Jackie Chan, even though he was inspired by Jackie and all that sort of stuff. Like you could say when I say new, I'm just saying like someone who just brought Jackie Chan style to another level
Yeah.
and his own style and bringing Muay Thai to the big picture and showing the devastating style of Muay Thai was absolutely brilliant. You could say Bak and Tom Yum Goong were just absolutely fantastic, like
They were great. They
epic
were great.
martial
They
art
were
movies.
great.
Regardless of the other ones that he's made, I mean, there was the Bak 2 and 3, which went a bit spiritual. I think it was 2. Was there 3? I can't remember. Well, I think it was 2 where I don't know, it was very different. He was like in this tribe or something like that, and he was doing like five animal kung fu and all this sort of stuff. It was very different, but he's as a martial artist, and his athleticism is just absolutely brilliant, man.
No,
Tony Jaa,
definitely,
man,
man.
amazing.
Definitely. A really good fighter, man. Really good martial artist. I gotta say, praise him for the work he's done and to break through into the industry as well in the way he did as well. So good on him, man. Good on him. Bro, do we really need the faculty remake?
But I'm gonna speak to you about this shortly about Bloodsport remake. Like, do we
Mm.
need both? All right, if I had to pick one, I'll take Faculty over Bloodsport, if that makes sense. Because I don't want to see a Bloodsport remake. But the Faculty, I think, is more easy to do. It's like that same story of like the invasion of the body snatchers, all that
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
you could do that concept, be it in the Faculty or another way. I mean, when you're remaking the Faculty, then it's got to be in a school, right? If you're doing
Mm.
that specifically. But that whole concept of invasion of the body snatchers, you could do that in any way. So I don't mind that, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say that's, in my opinion, I don't think that's a cult classic movie. It was a great movie. I remember watching it when we were young, but I don't mind it. That's cool. That's cool. Moving on, and I'll get your opinion on Faculty too, but do we need a Bloodsport remake? Hell no. In my opinion, hell no. We don't need a Bloodsport remake. That is a classic movie. It's one of my favorite martial art movies. It's a cult classic movie. Why? Why would you do a remake? I don't know. What's your thoughts on both? And I'll give you what I would. I'll talk more about Bloodsport instead. But
So
Faculty,
the
Bloodsport.
faculty, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know. Maybe for the, I don't know. I, I, I honestly, I don't know. But for that's for the faculty. All right. I don't know. I don't know. If I make a clip, this is it. The faculty, I don't know. Bloodsport, A24. No, we don't need it. We definitely don't need it. I feel like this is deja vu. We were talking about something like this. Oh man, my memory
Might be
got
like
triggered. I've
Goonies, might be
changed it.
Goonies or one of those
We
classics or
don't. We don't
whatnot.
need it. We don't need it, man. Why don't we don't need Bloodsport remake, man? What can you do to
What
make
can you
Bloodsport?
do?
What can you do to make it? The
Exactly.
movie had drama. The movie had action. The movie had emotional
Great
points.
soundtrack,
Yeah, man.
great
What can
training, great training montage. This is 80s classic. You can't remake this type of movie now. Like, how do you do it? This is my point. Like, this is what I was gonna say. Like, if you remake it with whoever, it doesn't matter who it is, right? How do you do that same story? Like, it's just like you should have just called it. You should have just made a brand new movie and called it something else and just kind of copied the story.
and
But
plus
how do you do that in
Frank Du is like a fraud as well,
Frank
isn't he?
Duke's? Yeah,
Frank Dukes is
is
a
he?
fraud, right? Bro, I've been watching bare clips after of him and like his life story and all this fakeness coming out of it. And like I feel like what they're gonna do,
Oh shit, I didn't know about that.
yeah,
Let me
I don't know
check.
if he's a martial artist, yes, I know that. And I know that still a lawsuit that went on because he didn't get paid well from putting his story out there, Van Damme and all sorts of there's madness to this movie, bro. But there's the only reason why that movie did great is actually Jean-Claude Van Damme edited that movie himself
Oh
after one
really?
of the test screenings. Yeah. Bro, nothing can beat that Bloodsport. Nothing will replace that Bloodsport. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do to tell Frank Duke's story, even though I heard that he's a fraud as well. Oh, it's a difficult one, bro. Anyway,
I mean, like, what if you just done? Even this will be suck. This will suck. But what if you done on number two and you just copied the story almost from number one, but now Frank Dukes Van Damme's character is Sensei Shinoda. Honey, what was his name? Sensei.
Shidoshi Tanaka.
Shinoda, Shidoshi Tanaka. Now
Yes.
Frank Dux is playing that character, and his student is now gonna fight in the Kumite. But the thing is as well, right? Because that'll be poor as well. But the thing is as well, like a Kumite now in the depths of Hong Kong, there is no Kowloon City because that movie was kind of shot in Hong Kong in the
Yeah,
80s
that's right. Yeah.
with Kowloon City and all that. That don't exist no more. So what are you gonna do? Like an MMA fight, an underground MMA fight? Like no, like it's not gonna work, man. I don't know.
Nah, nah.
I just checked Go. I just checked Gemini to see if Frank. So was Frank Dukes a fraud? Depending on who you ask, but the general consensus among historians, journalists, and martial artist experts is that his claims are largely fabricated, while the movie
Oh.
Bloodsport, based on a true story, there is almost no evidence to support the truth behind it. Okay, I
Mm.
mean that's just yeah. So anyway, I don't know about that, but anyway, but you can't remake this movie unless you make it exactly the same because otherwise as a fan I'm gonna be like I don't know. Two, if you done a part two and you had Van Damme involved, would it bring back a little bit of nostalgia? A little bit maybe, but I think that should be poor. Three, the martial arts, the kumite settings, all of
Mm.
that sort of stuff. How do you build that, man? Because that had something to it, man. Even like breaking the bricks and all that sort of stuff. Even the same story of his boy who just met at the tournament and then they became BFFs and then he was like, I'm gonna avenge you and all that cheesy shit. Like you can't do it now. It worked then. It's perfect then. I listen, bro. I am actually against this one. I'm like, no, we don't need
Mm.
it. Well, normally I'm like, we'll see or whatever. I don't know. A24 is becoming a real like big time studios. I mean they're mainstream now, right?
Mm.
I don't know how you're gonna make a blood sport so because it's such a really easy like tournament type story, but with different kind of 80s depth of Van Damme and like I said, relationships and training montage, and he meets a girl and they do Badoosh. Like it's very simple, but it's like but also yeah, I'm trying to say like it's so easy and simple. You had Forrest Whitaker in it as well, and two cops
Yeah,
chasing him, and
bro.
there's
And
these
you
little
can't,
things in the
you need
story.
Jakub in there, bro, with the American shithead who does tricks with bricks. You need Jakub in there, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. You need these kind of scenes in there. I don't
Jakub
know
had
how
that
this
chop
movie's
as
gonna
well.
work.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't definitely.
Yeah,
You
man.
know what? I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna see if I can find that picture. All right, we move on, bro. X-Men season two. We had some images that have come out recently as well. It'd be interesting where they go. There's a prelude comic coming out as well. I'm super excited for that, bro. I feel like I need some more X-Men cartoon in my life. We've waited long enough. Uh, but yeah, the images have come out. There's a comic book coming out, a prelude about what's going to happen in between before we see the cartoon. So I'm looking forward to that. Bro, K-pop Demon Hunters 2 confirmed, bro. Look at that. Number one did so great.
Of course, it's confirmed. Of
Yeah.
course,
They
Oscar
won an
nomination.
Oscar.
It blew up.
Yeah.
It blew up Netflix. All the little girls in the world probably watched it. You probably watched it 50 times because of your girls. How could you not make a number two? And hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good as number one because it made money. So hopefully they make it as good as number one.
Definitely,
I
definitely. They
watched
need to
it. I
release that.
enjoyed it.
Hopefully. Yeah, no, it's a good, it's, the story of good and evil, man. Very, very good. Uh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen it so many times now where I'm like, you know what? Even the action scenes are really good as well. But the animation is insane, bro. Like we've come to a point now where animation is so good on the screen. You're like, oh my god, that looks absolutely amazing. And Akira, guys, Akira comes out next week on big screens as well. So make sure you guys go check that out. That's like one of the beginning phases of anime manga to take it to the level it's come to right now. So represent, guys. So that's coming. Reboot cancelled for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, uh, which I think Sarah Michelle Gellar was like really excited to get back into. It feels like there was some
Yeah.
conflicts with the studios, and it's after the pilot episode got aired or whatever they saw. They said good night. It just doesn't work, and it's very difficult because it's like there's a nostalgic thing about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like I love that original first movie that came out, and then we had the TV show, which was great, and we had a couple of spin-off series of that as well, like Angel and some other things as well. So it's like
Mm.
there are some things don't need to be rebooted. I wasn't particularly bare hyped for this either myself because I just feel like some of the remakes or some of the reboots that they've done have been as shit. Some of them are good, some of them are shit, man. Like, please just leave it alone. Some things just are good to stay in the past. I've just realized that now. Like, movie like Frequency wouldn't work now because of our attention span. That was a 2 hour movie. You're talking about science fiction, thriller, drama, all in one fucking movie. It doesn't work now because our attention spans are shit. So, what are you going to do in Buffy the Vampire Slayer that's going to be different to what we already got? That's the difficult part of it. So, I don't know. I
Yeah.
wasn't too hyped
I
about this. I
agree.
know people are going to be upset. She was upset as well, but
She made a list that she announced it herself on her like, on her socials or whatnot. So obviously it meant a lot to her and whatnot. And
mm,
I would say, I mean, of course, the project probably meant a lot to her. I mean, I know her, Sarah Michelle Gellar, because of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah,
And I wouldn't say I followed it when I was young, but I used to watch it here and there and whatnot. It was good at the time. But yeah, you're right. What do you do to advance it? It's not just about, I mean, yes, it could be about her and the story and the gang and all them sort of people. What do you do to advance it? Not just the story, but the vampires and the action and all that sort of stuff. Like, there's got to be an advancement. That's why some of these things just stay old school because at the time the action, the choreography, and all that sort of stuff suited. Unless they had a complete different budget and were like, yeah, we're gonna step it up, some Blade type vampire thing. Like she stepped up, let's go. But I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that was big to her, but it's cancelled. So it
yeah.
is what it is.
It's difficult, man. It's difficult. Look, they tried it with MacGyver. They tried it with A Team. They tried it with Knight Rider. Like them shows, they're not gonna work the same. It will now. Like that shit for us is futuristic. You know what I mean? You see Knight Rider talking car and shit. Now we got Teslas and all the other shit talking and doing all that shit. What's that gonna do different in our era right now? You're talking about AI guy talking to a watch and shit. We're doing that now. So it's not going to
Yeah,
add anything extra to an audience. It'd be like, ah,
exactly.
shit, man, this car is talking back to me. My phone talks back to me.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
why
It's
the hell
so
am I going to
true.
watch this shit for? You know what I mean? It don't make it. It's not nothing advanced. You know what I mean? It's crazy
Mm.
because they sent a man to the moon 50 years ago. We're doing it now, which I kind of think is a distraction, money wasting, while they do all their shit across everywhere else. It's like, let's just send a bunch of people to the moon now. We've got the shit ready. We're not going to put them on the moon. We'll go back around again. Like, sending me pictures that I've already seen already. Like, 50 years gap. What the hell? Like as my daughter would say, "What the flipping heck?" So we don't
Yeah,
need it.
there's some
Like
controversy around that. Yeah,
we don't need it. We do not need it. This it's just pointless. You know what I mean? We're watching movies that tell like showing us all this shit in the future, and it's like we barely have we actually we've as an everyday person we've barely scratched the surface of fucking hoverboard. I'm still waiting, man. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So anyway, moving on to Stallone and Tarantino teaming up. Uh, interesting. I still haven't finished off. This is gonna be like a gangster movie based in the 30s or something, right?
yeah. Like a
So I'd be
noir
interested to
type of
see what they
gangster
do. Yeah,
flick.
it's about time. I see Stallone taking the reign as a gangster. I think I haven't seen season 2 yet. I need to watch. But season 1 was brilliant, and I can see him as that.
You're talking about Tulsa King.
Yeah, Tulsa King. Yeah. So like, I'm kind of. It's strange, like as we've seen Stallone be the good guy and all the muscle man. He's still kind of the goodish guy in this, but it's great to see him as playing a gangster. It's strange. I just haven't, you know, it works for
I
him.
think that was the old movie where he played a gangster, but I don't know if that was a comedy. Was it
It
called
was a
Oscar
comedy,
or something like
Oscar,
that?
Oscar, yeah,
Was it Oscar? Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I don't know what this one's gonna be about though. You know what I mean? With
yeah,
Tarantino kind of writing up, he's always good at writing those sort of gangster movies and gangster stuff. So
yeah,
this should be interesting, just them two teaming up. I think it's the first time they're both teaming up.
definitely, definitely. It should be good, should be good. Let's see, man. Fucking mega bastards. Uh,
Yeah.
all right. I think that's it, bro. For what we've got happening this week, we got loads. I mean, we got, bro. We just seen a little clip of the Punisher. Listen,
Woo!
I'm excited. Yeah.
Daredevil. Have you been watching Daredevil?
No, man, I haven't seen the Daredevil. I don't know what my urgency is at the moment now. Where before I wanted to watch it first, I wanted to see the trailers first, and I haven't. So there's June Part 3, Supergirl, Daredevil, nothing. I've never seen anything. Anybody who put in any spoilers up, I'm blocking them. There's a couple of trailers that I haven't seen, bro. But I'm
I don't
hyped.
know
I want to
why.
see it. But
I don't
my
know why
urgency
they
to
keep
watch it,
releasing a trailer. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know why they keep releasing trailers for Daredevil. I mean, the season's out now, right? I mean, well, 3 episodes are out. Fourth one's coming out tomorrow, or tomorrow for me, or today even. Anyway, but I don't know why they keep releasing the trailer for that. I don't need to see a trailer for every episode. Just give me the damn show, which is cool. But it's bro, it's good
good.
so far. Like it's good so far. That little Punisher clip I saw, I geeked out by that. But obviously that's for the trailer for the Punisher show coming out May 12th. But yeah, Daredevil's great so far. His costume looks brilliant. It's the black one. It looks wicked. It looks really good. A little bit of a slow pace and whatnot. And there's certain things I keep questioning. I'm like, your last from season one. Your last end credit scene was Punisher escaping, and then Punisher's nowhere to be seen. Now, of course, we're gonna find out what happened to him through Punisher's show, and I'm hoping this all leads into Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man, I forgot what it's called, Brand New Day. I thought hopefully it links into all of that because that's what's gonna be awesome. But it's cool. The action is great.
I'll
It's
check it
definitely
out. I'm still waiting. I don't know. I started season 1 again, bro. So I'm on episode
okay.
9. So I'm gonna take my time. I feel like there's a bit of a rush, and I had a couple of people message me saying, "Oh, you want to jump on an episode to talk about it?" And I said, "Bro, I haven't even seen it yet, man." And people have reached out to say, "Oh, man, you like you didn't react to this, you didn't react to that," and it's like, you know what? I don't need to. I just realized like I get to enjoy it for myself again. So I really want to, and that's what I did, bro. I forgot to say I watched Project Hail Mary on IMAX. I didn't
Mm.
watch no trailers. I haven't read the book, but now I want to read the book. What a film, bro. That was
I want to
brilliant.
watch that.
Yes,
Everyone,
a bit
everyone keeps
long.
talking about it.
That's my only issue is that I felt like it's a bit too long. But other than that, it's a cinema going experience, man. I watch it on the IMAX. The visuals are stunning, bro. Visuals are stunning. Ryan Gosling, man, he's the everyday guy that everybody loves. You know what I mean? Uh, he's it's so good, bro, man. And it's again about friendship, enduring things, world crisis, how we work together. regardless, even if an alien species is involved. Ah, bro, what a good film. It was a good, fun film, man. So, all right, I'll end it on that note. And I'll do a full breakdown very soon. I haven't done a review on it yet, but when I get the chance and when I feel like what more can I explain about it that people don't already know, I didn't really give it negatives. My negative was that I found it a bit too long. Doesn't mean
Is
that I
that a
was looking at
symptom
my
of?
clock. Is
That's what
that
I'm saying. But
symptom?
is that a symptom of the new age, attention span?
No, I think that's a personal thing.
Okay.
It's a personal thing.
I
Like
mean,
I
you know
told
what
you
I found
with Crime
interesting?
101, he end, walk from the hotel. Mr. Miyagi, that's all I want. Good night. I don't need to know anymore. Like I feel like we are given too much information. And like this is even though the movie is actually very science heavy, which wasn't science heavy, the book is actually a bit more science heavy. There are things in there where it's like, shit, man, that was too long, man. Shorten it. There's no need for
You know,
that. The humor works great because of the characters' friendships, but yeah, that it's just me. That's I think not as a audience member. That's what I felt.
mm.
Hmm. That's what I felt.
Okay, cool. I found it in. We can end on this anyway, but I found it interesting. Jakob was saying that he watched that DiCaprio movie. I always forget what it's called. It was like 3.5 hours long. What was it called again?
One battle after another. I still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, and he
Won the
was yeah, and
Oscars.
Yak was like, I felt that it was too short. I'm like, the movie was 3.5 hours long. How long do you want the movie to be? How long do you want it to be? It's 3.5 hours long, and I personally found that movie to be like absolutely brilliant, but way too long for my attention span to be captured in the whole movie. But anyway, interesting. Are movies too long these days, or our attention spans being affected, or is it once you suck me in, then you got me for however long you need me for? So is that a key thing as well? It depends. All right, cool. I did want to bring up Invincible season 5, but if you haven't seen that, we could talk about it later because it's very
We
good.
do. We need
Very
to jump
good.
into
Very,
that.
very
But yeah,
good.
I heard, bro. I heard. I've been deleting and blocking people as well. Sorry. Listen, people are gonna be like, "Kibbs, what's happening here, man? Something's changed." Yes, I used to be a man for all the spoilers and all them things. Bro, if I've stopped following studios, then you know, because studios are spoiling shit left, right, and center. IMAX was spoiling shit the other day, and I was like, spoilers. They deleted my comment, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Like, I don't know. Something's changed, and it's true. So, here's a question for you guys in the comments, guys, yeah? Are movies too long? Yeah? Let us know in the comments. Also, do you feel like we're getting spoiled too much now? Keep that in there. Oh, as always, guys, make sure you check out all the donation links in the description. As always, guys, we're super grateful for all the love and the live and all the socials, which are actually really blowing up at the moment. And I feel like where we've focused on community and not just putting shit out there, we're putting better stuff out there as well for you guys. So like, subscribe, comment, and we'll catch you guys up in the next episode. One love. Peace.
Peace. Thanks for watching, and make sure you follow us on all our socials. You got X, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads, and do subscribe to the YouTube channel for more of the long form content and the breaking news. Also, guys, if you guys are on the commute, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Spotify. And there's some more videos for you guys to watch.